They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Williams to throw on 2nd down. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over here just past the 30.
We talked at the start of the game, Mike, the energy in this stadium. And now after that early turnover, it's certainly not going to help quiet this crowd. They clearly came into this game facing an uphill battle, and they've made it here even harder on themselves with that early turnover.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. He fumbled the football. And the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. This is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Bears are out to an early 3-0 lead. So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Penei Wanwu now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Kyler Gordon there to make the tackle. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Looking out of the gun is Milton. Outright, Smith and Jigba has it. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. That's deep for the back of the end zone. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Adams. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
This up to the 30. Pick up a 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round. They'll go again with Swift. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Moore going in motion. 3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. Look wide, get this one complete. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. Look it up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully.
At their own 33-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. This is huge. Don't let us down.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Slot man in motion right. Hilton now to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to air this one out. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Tyquan Thornton. Touchdown, Seattle. On now, Cade York for the point after. And this one is no good. Not sure if the rain and the wet footing is an issue there, but no extra point. The score stays where it is. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
This is intercepted. And he's out of bounds on what will wind up being the final act of this opening quarter. First and 10. Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. And the big back, A.J. Dillon. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Looking for room out on the edge. Not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. York's kick is good. And the Seahawks will extend their lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He'll go underneath to Swift. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
That is caught downfield by Odunze. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Chicago. Give up the middle with Swift. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They put Kelsey in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time.
And now it's a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake.
Points are so hard to come by in this league, Mike. I understand the notion that teams don't like settling for field goals. When you're down this close to the end zone, they want to come away with 6. But if that's the case, let your offense stay on the field on 4th down. If not, let your field goal unit kick the field goal.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the gun, here's Milton. He'll get this complete to Walker. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd down is Milton. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. That is down the field and caught. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. A gain of 26 yards, and the decision to go for it winds up being a good one. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throw once more. Here's Milton. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's third down. Throwing, Milton. And this ball incomplete on third down.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's complete, it's Odunze. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. And you know what you need? You need
this defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago, as we'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll take a shot downfield for Kelsey. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now Milton. That one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense. Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing is Williams. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears are back within a score. They trail now by 6.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The return starts from the 5. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
The score is Seahawks 12, Bears 6.
Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. Now an opening past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They run with Walker. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Milton. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Try and throw with Milton. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
The tight end, Fant, in motion. They'll fake the give, and now it's Milton. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to...
Oh, making defenders look silly out there on his way into the end zone. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seahawks.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half.
I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
The tight end, Fant, in motion. They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And he puts his head down, and he picks up the first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A give. Here's Dillon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll motion over Metcalf. Play action. Now it's Milton. And that's going to be incomplete. But now a marker comes flying in late behind the line of scrimmage. Might we get a roughing the passer call here? What a critical flag. Roughing the passer. It sets up 1st and goal. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Walker. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun is Milton. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Walker. Great job by this defense. Nowhere near the end zone as we get to 4th and goal. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. And that one doinks off the upright and in. Fortunate break, but the kick is good. And the Seahawks will extend their 3rd quarter lead. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw, it's Williams. This one taken in by Odunze. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red.
And he'll take it on in. Rome Odunze. Touchdown, Chicago. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it. And the Bears are able to cut the deficit to 10. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. Now he'll give it up. It's a reverse. and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Milton now to throw on 1st and 10. Going for it all. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Now a give to Walker, running right. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, a throw for Milton. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Milton from the gun here on 3rd down. Taking the deep shot for Smith-Njigba.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series.
Now how about this? It's a fake. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense, they were ready for it. They were all over that one. And the failure to connect on the fake punt is going to lead to a turnover on downs. Off play action. Here's Williams. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. That's a short throw caught by Komet. And he is very close to the 1st down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. His kick is good. He got it. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
On the return, here comes Wanwu. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Walker. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Milton. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the 4th quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
On 3rd and long, here's Milton taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Over the middle, that's Kelsey. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
He's got his tight end down the field. That's Kmet. On 2nd down, it's Williams. Open man, right side, is Kelsey.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. And this is where playing in the elements can really become a problem. These kickers practice all year in pretty much ideal conditions. So sometimes you got to approach these kicks a little bit different. He's just unable to connect.
Now Walker. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the handoff, this is Dillard. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Well, that 2nd down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they are in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Taking the deep shot for Smith-Njigba. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
The crowd does not agree with that call. Boos ring out. Doesn't matter. Not going to change it. It's a 1st down. To throw is Williams. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another 1st down. Here's Swift. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Here comes 2nd down. Now Williams. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with 1st and 10. That's to the right side and incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. After that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Here we go, 1st and goal. They'll run. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. On play action, here's Milton. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On second down, here's Milton. That ball intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Edmonds. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown.
And just what a turn of events, Mike. You have the ball. You're thinking all we need to do is milk the clock, get into field goal range, and win this thing in regulation. But now after that turnover, you find yourself now back trailing, and I'm not sure there's enough time for them to come back.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And how about this? Here comes the reverse. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's first down. Throwing, Milton. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
Second down and 8. Here we go. One final play. A ball deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round next weekend. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.